Future us probably doesn't know what questions we're asking. Hello, I'm Noah.
I'm Aundrea.
And this is essentially going to be a time capsule for us. We're going to watch this video 10 years from now, and we're going to see what has changed, what has stayed the same. It should be pretty interesting. We have a list of questions we're going to go over, and we'll see future us in the future. And anybody who's just curious about us in the now can figure out our answers to these funny questions. First time capsule question, what do we imagine for ourselves 10 years from now?
I don't know, so much can change in 10 years, but I think we both want to have more I guess autonomy over our time, for sure.
I would say 10 years from now, Ford Bronco, nice house, a passive income, or at least separating time from earning money, where I don't have to spend time at a certain specific location to earn money. So time and location freedom, and a lot more vacation. And then also a lot more comfortable in front of a camera.
Yeah, that's a big one. I think that, yeah, for me, to be honest, I used to really be a big planner and kind of wanted to have my whole life planned out. But in the last 6 months or so, that's really changed a lot. And I'm kind of more okay with taking life as it comes. And right now I'm happy pursuing Hopefully-Co, and I just got a new job working as a kind of assistant travel advisor for a sustainable travel company that I'm really excited about. And yeah, I don't know, I'm pretty happy with that right now, and I do have goals in the future, and I want to build and grow Hopefully-Co, and I want to have more autonomy over my time maybe, and travel more obviously, but I think I don't know, for the first time maybe ever, I'm okay with not really knowing or having a solid set plan for my life, and just taking it day by day.
I think 10 years from now, I'm really excited to see what boosted brain supplements, or whatever iteration that'll turn into. Noah goes adventuring, again, whatever iteration, and then Noah tries everything. I think I'm excited to just, even for my own purposes, continue to build and build and build and upload just for even my own sake, just to see my own journey and progression, and it's going to be fascinating for sure. Okay, we have a lot of questions to get through, so okay, I kind of do want to do everything.
Okay.
So number 2, what is holding us back the most right now?
Fear.
I'd say fear, and then
maybe also not knowing what to do.
Yeah, I feel like if I knew what to do in terms of separating time and location from earning money, then I would do it. But the thing is, I'm building that now, and I'm learning as I go, so I don't mind being on that journey.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is to start, right? And I don't know, we both have I think made huge leaps in that this year, and I don't know, we're still working on it. We still deal with a lot of fear sometimes, and having trouble kind of taking the leap, but we're getting better.
We are. You got to get out of your own way.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Okay. What is our favorite thing to do for fun?
Oh, we do a lot. But our favorite thing? I don't... Maybe just be weird. Together, of course. And also alone. Fun that way, too.
He's quick. Oh, man. I do a lot of stuff for fun. Hydrofoiling, mountain biking, skiing. Just all sorts of stuff. It's the best.
Yeah, surfing.
Surfing? I wonder what sort of hobbies I'll get into in the future. That's going to be interesting for sure.
Yeah.
I still skateboard.
Yeah. Oh, we're almost done with my repairing my longboard. I'm excited to take it out soon. What else? I've taken up swimming. That's really fun.
Backpacking, sometimes
Yeah,
alone.
camping and backpacking. Climbing. We
Rock
forgot
climbing.
about climbing.
Oh, rock climbing's the best. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do a lot of stuff. Okay, let's see. All right, 2024, Aundrea, what's your favorite food?
Oh, maybe, definitely the vegan Napoleons from Hannah's Creamery at the UTC Mall.
That's
Love that.
super specific. I love it. That's funny. That's gonna. I imagine in the future that's gonna bring a wave of fun nostalgia when we're listening to this 10 years from now. I think 10 years from now, I think I still might like sushi. I love sushi. Sushi's the best. And then maybe my dessert choice will change, but still, number one, mango sticky rice.
Oh, yeah.
So good. 2, bread pudding. More people should know about bread pudding. It's so good. So good. And then 3.
Do you like it with the raisins in it?
No, I don't care for raisins.
Okay, I don't
Just give me the
either.
bread pudding, give me a little ice cream.
That's fair. Oh, yeah. With ice cream?
Yeah. And then 3rd, kunafa, that Turkish dessert that's hard to find.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep, cool. All right, what's your favorite song at the moment?
Probably Stick Season by Noah. I don't know how to say it. K-H-N-H-N-H-N-H-N-H-N. Yeah.
Nice. I would say my favorite song in 2024 is Alive by, I don't even remember who. Zed's Dead. Yep.
That's
so good.
ironic.
Yeah. Such a good song. It's important to remind yourself to feel alive, you know.
Even when you're dead.
Even if Zed is dead. I think we'll just keep it rolling, and then I'll just like do a little wave to know when to cut.
Okay.
All right. What is a favorite recent memory? 2024 memories.
There's been a lot of good ones this year, honestly. I think one of my favorite memories from this year is when we went to what is it? Cleveland National Forest with Ben and Shannon and Irina and
I totally forgot about that.
who else was there? Was it
That
just,
might have been it.
I think that was it. Yeah, that was really fun. And when we went hiking, I just felt so present and really nice. And, also climbing with Tracy's friends in Estes Park. It was so beautiful. You could just see the whole valley down below. And we were like up on this crazy peak, and it was like a peak on one side and a peak on the other side. You could climb either one. It was really awesome.
That's super awesome. I think recent enough, 8 months ago, I climbed my first multi-pitch.
Yeah, with Dion.
So that was pretty monumental.
Yeah.
And then also something very recent, actually, this was in the past week, I uploaded my first video to Noah Tries Everything, and people were really, really nice and insightful and helpful in the comments, which kind of broke any subconscious notions that I had about people and being mean on the internet. So I was just really pleased with that.
Yeah.
Touched my heart. Okay, cut. All right, now next question. All right, what are some of the biggest current events at the moment? Oh, wow, it's election year.
Yep.
Biden and Trump just had their first debate, and everybody on earth is wondering, wow, there's 300 million people in America, and those are the two that...
Again? And also, the thing is, big loophole with the like, Constitution. Trump is now considered a felon, correct?
I think he's a felon, yeah.
Yeah, and he can still run for president because there's nothing that says a felon can't run for president, which is a huge oversight. But probably the founding fathers and anyone up until this point never thought that that would be an issue.
Yeah.
But it now is. So that's
Interesting world. Also, Russia and Ukraine are still going at it after years.
yep. And then Gaza,
Oh, yeah.
Israel,
Oh, that's
and
bad.
Palestine is not good. Just when people started to talk about climate change again after the pandemic, then all of this has to start happening, and I'm like, ugh, we keep getting distracted. But anyway, that's my soapbox.
Fun story. Actually, not fun story at all. I was in the hockey locker room with a bunch of guys, and one of them is an active military member, and he waltzes in, and the first thing out of his mouth is, has anybody heard the news? And we all go, what? What's going on? And he just goes, World War III? And we go, oh, dude, what? And then he goes, Iran just fired 100 missiles at Israel. And he goes, I might not be around for much longer. And I kid you not, within the month, he was off on a boat
That's wild.
in the Navy. Yeah.
Yeah. It's also an Olympic year, which is cool.
Oh, yeah, Paris,
Yeah, but
Paris.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, all right. And cut. Okay. What was the last movie we saw?
Inside Out 2.
Great movie.
Yeah.
I love hockey.
Yeah. And emotions.
Emotions are all right.
They're good. They're all good.
Anxiety was pretty annoying.
But I don't know. I like that the movie really showed that, like, even though our anxiety can feel really annoying sometimes and really frustrating, it's meant to serve us. Like, it's there for a purpose. Like, it's trying to protect us.
Yeah,
But
that makes sense.
sometimes it gets out of hand. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Now, what are... hang on. Some place for them to have a conversation. All right, let's actually get this. I don't know. I can always adjust it in the meantime.
Okay.
What are we most worried about? Money.
Do you have any other worries besides that?
Not really, no.
None. None at all?
Well, I mean, I worry about my family.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But that was so automatic.
Yeah.
Almost like you've habituated it.
I mean, it's a continuous theme for a majority of the planet.
Yeah, I guess so. That's a very, like, kind of, yeah. But, like, I feel like that's a very, like, black and white sort of view. Like, money isn't the only struggle that people have.
Yeah, but I feel like it's the main one.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. I mean, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. What was the question?
What are we most worried about?
I would say, dying for me. I don't know, or having people that I love die.
Yeah,
that worries me.
that's a valid concern for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Cut. What's the biggest lesson we've learned this year? I have a funny story.
Okay.
Okay. Now, just to put it all together, I'm currently recording this video with a bandage on my foot because I got stung by a stingray just yesterday after only catching 5 waves, and then I set my foot down for less than 2 seconds and immediately just instant excruciating pain. It was awful. When I was in a lot of pain, it was easy to ask for help. Like, I paddled back to shore and I immediately flagged down a lifeguard, and then they actually drove me on over to, like, a couple blocks actually, over to a lifeguard station where I was able to put my foot in some hot water, and a bunch of people were helping me out. But then that's when the anxious thoughts came in, like, oh my gosh, like, I feel so helpless. Are they just being kind of like nice just to be nice, and they're secretly annoyed with me for being helped out? Like, am I weak for needing to be helped out? And eventually those thoughts got the best of me, and I told them, like, hey, I'm good, I'll just walk back. And this was blocks back to my car, and it was the most excruciating, cold, tiring, and I also had to pee during the time too. So it was miserable the entire time, and during that walk I promised myself that it is okay to allow people to help you.
Yeah, and people are happy to.
And people are happy to.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, that's a big lesson I've learned extremely recently, extremely painfully.
Yeah.
And then also another thing that I learned and definitely solidified is that you can use fear to your advantage. So like, sometimes I'm afraid of starting and failing, but to me, it's more scary to have never started at all and then die with a bunch of regrets.
Yeah.
That's my spiel.
Yeah. That's good. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think the biggest lesson I learned this year is letting go of an old dream when it's not my dream anymore. I think that I really learned that when I decided to go back into research, and quickly remembered why I left the first time. And I think I just really found myself, almost feeling like I needed to keep pursuing research and academia because of, I don't know, some promise I had made to myself years ago, and aspirations I had set years ago before before I changed, I guess, and before I realized like what mattered most to me. And the thing is, I love science and I like research, but there's a lot of things in academia that don't allow me to live the sort of lifestyle that I want to live. And I don't know, I was just tired of that. And there were a lot of parts of it too that I just didn't really enjoy, at least in molecular biology. Even though as a subject it's interesting to me, I just didn't really enjoy doing it that much. And I think I was clinging on too hard to an old goal, and trying to force it, and it ended up in me getting fired from my job, because I think it was pretty apparent that it wasn't a good fit for me. And yeah, there's a lot more to that story that I won't go into right now, but yeah, I think that I learned so much this year that it's okay to let go of those old goals, and I'm not any lesser because of it if my goals change and it's not the sort of goals that people expected from me. And I am so much happier now. I feel such a weight off my shoulders, actually, like letting that go. And yeah, I'm excited for what's to come. So we'll see what happens.
Heck yes. Okay, and cut. All right, how much does a gallon of gas cost in 2024?
Okay, I got gas yesterday, I think, and it was like $4.60, maybe?
I feel like 10 years from now, we're either gonna laugh because like we're all driving EVs, or like we're gonna cry because gas is like $12 a gallon.
Oh God.
Yeah, it hovers around like upper fours and lower fives in
fives.
California.
For a little while there, a couple years ago, it was like $6.
It was brutal.
Ridiculous. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's
Tough times.
better now.
Yep. All right. Cut. What is your purpose in life?
I think this is also something that has been a big lesson for me this year. I want to like make the world a better place, and I'm really passionate about sustainability, and like I want people to see that sustainability doesn't have to be a compromise, and that you can actually have a more enhanced economy and livelihoods for people while taking care of the environment. But I would say that my purpose, like my purpose now in life, more fundamentally is just to enjoy my life, you know, and not push myself so hard for, oh, those are coyotes.
That's funny.
But yeah, to just enjoy being with the people I love and doing things I love and enjoying the present moment, because that's all you really truly have. And I think I didn't really focus on that enough. I was always very like future oriented, which isn't a bad thing, and I still love that part of myself, but I think it's become so apparent to me this year, and I've really made it a priority this year to be present and enjoy the moment and seek out experiences with people I appreciate, and I think that's made all the difference. Yeah.
For me, I would say contribution, growth, relationships. I think those constitute a good life, a meaningful life, and one that, even if it's difficult, seems worthwhile and meaningful. Yeah, I really hope to focus on my own personal and professional goals, of course, but I also want to make a contribution, especially in the terms of men's mental health. I think that's an underserved niche. So we'll see what happens 10 years from now. All right. We'll see what I make happen 10 years from now.
Exactly.
Okay. What are you most proud of right now? Actually, cut. What are you most proud of right now?
I think I'm really proud of like my change in perspective this year, and that like the fact that I decided to set an intention for appreciating the present moment and seeking out experiences with people that I enjoy being around.
All right, update. The camera died and it was getting dark anyway, and Aundrea was getting bitten by mosquitoes. So we're back home. This is our place.
There's my bike.
Yep, and an elliptico.
And a lift to go from... It's too complicated of a story to tell right now. But
All right. The question we left off on was, what are we most proud of? Personally, I'm proud of just even starting 2 YouTube channels and a business, trying to overcome fear and just taking it one step at a time. Yeah. Is that it?
yeah, I already said what I need.
All right, this one's a good question. What piece of advice would we give to our future selves?
Our future selves? Oh,
Yeah.
not our past selves.
Yeah. Make data-backed decisions. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Follow somebody who has already accomplished what you're trying to accomplish. Dive deep into relationships. Invest in those.
Maybe like trust your gut, and in regards to like knowing what is the right decision for you and not having it be influenced by like what you think other people might expect of you, or what you think is the right decision, and yeah, remember to have fun. And this is all supposed to be fun, right? Yeah. And you're supposed to enjoy life. Well, maybe not all the time, but, you know, at least a lot of the time. And yeah, don't be afraid to take a step back and respect your own boundaries. Yeah, I think that's important. I think something that's helped me a lot this year is going into every weekend with the intention that, like, it's supposed to be fun, you know? And I don't have any plans for productivity for the weekends because my plan is to have fun, and I think that has helped so much.
Nice. All right, where do we want our next vacation to be?
Hawaii. We found some really inexpensive tickets to Hawaii that we've been, I don't know where my voice is going.
Cut. All right, 2024, Aundrea, where do we want our next vacation to be?
Hawaii. Yeah. We've been looking at some tickets that are fairly inexpensive, and the dates are pretty good for us, and neither one of us have been to Hawaii, and so we really want to go and explore some volcanoes and do some cool hikes and swim in really warm water where we don't have to wear a wetsuit. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
We will not be able to surf in San Diego after that though, but it's okay.
Yeah. What items do you suppose we'll still own 10 years from now when we're watching this video?
Maybe the clothes I'm wearing? I don't know. I feel like I have a lot of clothes that I've had since high school, which is wild. Not a lot, but like more than I expected to have at this point. And yeah.
Do you think you'll still have this water bottle?
I hope so. I love this water bottle. I got it from Anza Borrego State Park, east of San Diego. And it's my favorite water bottle ever. It's also a little plug for Clean Canteen. They're very sustainable. They're one of my favorite brands. And they make great water bottles. Personally, I think they're better than Hydro Flasks. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, highly recommend.
10 years from now, we'll probably still have our carbon steel pan that we just bought.
We did.
I tried it out for the first time today. It's bliss. And hopefully
So
it just
nice.
gets better and better over time.
Yeah.
Buy the best and keep it for as long as possible. This one's a tough question for me, actually, because I'm not too attached to gear, and I'm always upgrading it anyway. So realistically, I think within 10 years, my mountain bike is going to be different. Probably my ski setup is going to be completely different. I might keep the same ski poles just because they're full carbon. I think they'll last a long time. But realistically, I can see like nearly all of my stuff just being completely different. And we'll see how different that turns out in real life. But yeah, all my Ultra Lone Peaks will be completely shredded to the bone, and you know.
Yeah. Wonder if I probably won't still have Romeo by that point.
No.
But he's a good little car.
Yeah.
He's lasted a long time.
I call my car Stargazer, and I want to get rid of him like now anyway. Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, you like shiny things.
Yeah. I like, just keep coming. I don't know. I like novelty.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you get bored. You got sunburnt again on your legs.
No, I didn't. Wait, yeah, I did. Oh, you know what? You know what happened?
What?
I put on sunscreen, and then as I was cycling, my shorts just kind of rode up a little bit.
You're supposed to plan for that now.
I didn't think about that. Okay.
Okay. It's
Right.
not as bad as the last time.
I'm still going to have
it
sunburn 10 years from now. That's it.
happened.
All right. Favorite podcast? Let's go favorite podcast first.
Okay. I have so many. I listen to so many. But I would say, can I break it down into categories?
Sure.
Okay. My favorite podcast for like business advice and marketing advice specifically is it's called Imperfect Action by Steph Taylor, and she just provides really actionable steps for taking the leap and doing things badly, and just because doing them is better than not doing them at all, or doing them badly is better than not doing them at all. And eventually with repetition you get better. And so yeah, I really appreciate her podcasts, and they're like anywhere between 12 and maybe 18 minutes usually, so like good little bites. But my favorite podcast, like probably just in general, it's a tie between like TED Radio Hour and Radio Lab. They just explore really interesting questions and thought-provoking perspectives that I really appreciate. Also, a little taste of science. My favorite go-to like day-to-day podcast is Shortwave from NPR. Just like a little science update each day. Yeah. I think that's mostly it. I love podcasts.
Nice. For me, my favorite's got to be the Ed Milet Show. That's going to be number 1. And then number 2, This Paranormal Life. Can't get enough of it. They're so funny.
What do you mean the pig went insane?
Yeah, that's an inside joke. Listen to the highlight reel of This Paranormal Life.
For 2020.
Best of 2023.
Yeah, best of 2023.
And you'll understand.
Yeah.
About halfway
So good.
through. Yeah, definitely recommend. What's your favorite YouTube channel?
I mean, sorry, I like talking to you.
Yeah, but the mic is like right there.
Okay. Hello, camera. I'm afraid of you. Favorite YouTube channel, I would say, Sana Flute is probably my favorite. I've been watching her for years. I also really respect her as a content creator. I think she's really inspirational. I've also really been into watching Ali Ostrander's YouTube channel. It's just really inspiring, her story, particularly as I've been struggling with running injuries and such and coming back from them. It's really inspiring to see someone who, doesn't train the same way as a lot of other people do, and she still finds a lot of success. And I've also been really into George Dunnett lately. He is Scottish, and he just has like a really kind of like cozy YouTube channel where he just he mostly talks about like tiny homes and like renovating the homes he owns, and just like random little pieces of his life in a quiet Scottish town where he grew up. And yeah, it's just really fascinating. Oh, and I also really like, sorry, I feel like I'm just listing all of my favorites. Cecilia Blomdahl, she lives on Svalbard, and I'm just fascinated by her life there. And her dog is really cute, Grim. Yeah, that's mostly it for now.
Nice. For me, it's got to be Off the Grind. Such a good YouTube channel. The guy has the coolest Bronco ever. He just lifted it, put it on 37s, and he's got a bumper and a winch and a rooftop tent and just goes on adventures. He lives out in Washington, but he's always traveling around the American West Coast, and it's just the ultimate adventure. I strive to be like that one day, just out overlanding. Sometimes it's funny because, like, as a backpacker, you see all of the things that he's able to bring on these camping trips, and you're like, what am I doing?
Got my
like
little
ultralight everything, like not barely carrying anything, and he's out there carrying like ingredients for an old fashioned.
Yeah.
Or like a full like lounge chair to build next to a campfire. Meanwhile, I'm just like crouching next to a gas canister.
Eating like plain oatmeal.
Like out in the wilderness, like there's nothing but a tent between me and like mountain lions shuffling around in the bushes all night, where he's like 6 to 7 feet off the ground in a rooftop tent with a mattress. That's okay. Backpacking is still so much fun.
It is fun.
And it's invigorating, and you don't have to pay for gas.
That's true.
Yep.
Well, I mean,
To
technically...
get there.
Okay. I was going to say, technically you have to pay for the
Butane.
gas and the butane in your pocket rocket.
That's funny. Yep. That's funny. Yeah, Off the Grind. Such a great YouTube channel. Definitely check it out. All right, Aundrea, what book are you reading in 2024? And what's your favorite book?
That I've read so far this year?
Or just like favorite book in 2024?
Oh, okay. I think my favorite so far this year that I actually just finished is called Earthshot, and it's this award that was started, I think, in 2020, and they give like a monetary prize and also a bunch of support to a different idea or innovation every year from 2020 for the next 10 years until 2030 for revolutionary solutions in like sustainability and conservation and things like that, and yeah, it was just really it was really inspiring and gave me a lot of hope, and I love talking about that stuff and thinking about those sorts of solutions, and yeah, it was a really good book. I think the biggest takeaway was that they acknowledged that awareness of the problem, but also enthusiasm and optimism to solve the problem are the sort of winning combo, for approaching the climate crisis. And I respect that a lot.
Nice. That's awesome. For me, I'd say my favorite book still has got to be Morgan Housel's The Psychology of Money. It is the best book I've ever read, the most important book I've ever read, and I think it just sheds light on how economic forces can be influenced by human emotion, and a person's emotional quota or quotient is actually sometimes more important than their straight-up intelligence in determining how much money they will earn over the course of their lifetime. Like what risks are they willing to take? What ventures are they willing to go for? How do they invest their money wisely? Do they pull out at the wrong times? Do they invest at the right times? The most important book I've ever read in my life. Another fun one that I'm revisiting this year is Unfuck Your Life. I'm going to bleep that out. Your Life.
Beep.
Yeah, Unbleep Your Life by Gary John Bishop. Such a classic. It's going to be a classic. Yeah, such a good book. And I have 4 books coming in the mail.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we just figured out how to do family sharing with the Google Play books.
That's right. Books are a good thing. Good thing in our lives. We got some good, fun stuff to look forward to.
Books.
Future me, tell me how Money is My Friend, The Power of Positive Thinking, The Magic of Thinking Big, and The Culting of Brands. Tell me how those are. Or not. I don't know. How are you going to tell me? Future me, I hope you enjoyed them. Yeah, that's all I can say.
Oh.
All right. Okay. Well, that about wraps up our 2024 time capsule. This has been Noah and Aundrea. Remember to like and subscribe. A way that we are going to finish this time capsule is by just talking heart to heart from our present selves to our future selves. So without further ado, I think I'll go first. Future Noah, I think you have a lot to look forward to. I don't know what happened between now and then, but I hope that you've grown because of it. You're better because of it. You have a incredibly useful. I hope you have a useful and memorable past, and I hope that you're still using your future self to guide your actions in the present. I hope that you are still curious and learning and growing each day, that you refuse to bow to cynicism and believe in the goodness of humanity and allow yourself to be authentic and vulnerable. And I hope you're still supporting men's mental health, pursuing business and entrepreneurship, and investing in good relationships. Okay.
I'm proud of you.
I love you. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I love you.
Action. Yeah. To my future self, I really hope that you still maintain a lot of joy in your life, and don't let your worries steal that from you. And yeah, keep making progress with figuring out what works for you and what's a good fit for you. And it's okay if things change. It's okay if you try things and they end up not working out, or not being what you expect, or you just change your mind about what is best for you. That's all okay. And yeah, I hope that you continue to grow more and more proud of yourself and feel more and more worthy of just living the life that feels right for you and isn't according to anyone else's standards, or some standards that you set because you thought that that's what society's metric of success was. Yeah, just leading an authentic life and focusing on the present and having experiences with people you love and enjoy being around, and yeah, having intentionality with every moment, really, and remembering to have fun, and remembering that nothing really matters in the end, and you want to do big things, but maybe the things don't have to be as big as you thought they did to make you fulfilled, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you're dreaming smaller, but it's just that maybe you're finding a dream more right for you. I think, yeah, just continuing to learn about yourself and about the world, and being curious and empathetic and full of love for all of it, and excitement and enthusiasm for where the world could go and how you could be part of it, no matter how big or small that part is. Yeah, I hope that's what you spend your time and energy on, and just know that you deserve every bit of love you can give yourself and more. Yeah, that's
Nice. All right, that has been our time capsule. Again, I'm Noah.
I'm Aundrea.
And we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Be excellent to each other. And remember, good things happen when you try.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, I think I'm going to post it on Noah Goes Adventuring, not Noah Tries Anything.
Good things happen when you adventure.
Yeah, go on adventures.